tonight, and I'll be attempting to give an historical account of engineering done here in the United States, and I'll have to separate it in parts because I think it's going to be relatively not long, but sufficient time to be separated. Okay, I'm going to start off with my bar culvert engineering, and then I'm going to move into professional engineering, then aviation engineering, and then I transform from electrical engineering into chemical engineering via my professional engineering. So let us get straight to the meat of this engineering history. All right, we start off here with bachelor's in electrical engineering, 1984, from City College. And this profile doesn't show BEEE, but has everything written out as Bachelor's of Engineering, Electrical Engineering. And the other one, the most original one, it shows BEEE. Anyhow, this is the Bachelor of Electrical Engineering, and let's try to highlight it here. All right, so that's the Bachelor of Electrical Engineering, and this was obtained in 1983, 16th of June 1983. So let's just have it here. And we have now Alexander BEEE 1983. That is Bachelor of Engineering, then bracket Electrical Engineering. Once again, this is 1983 CCNY, City College of the City University of New York, being the institute that granted this. All right, so let's just put that there. Then after that, we did a brief period of, may I say, military engineering. I just want to put ME for military Engineering. And that was 1984, 85 rather, 1985, May, grad. That was a very brief period of military engineering, and as I could recall, a lawyer by the name of Lieutenant Colonel Macaulay made the separation from the army in May, about the 15th, 1985. And having learned, Lieutenant Colonel Macaulay, that I was a graduate in engineering from City College, he asked me the question at my separation from the, call it military engineering basic training there. He asked me the question, how many charge is in a star? How many charge in a star? And it was a poetic answer for it. And he said, there are as much charge in a star as V equals IR. So I found it very poetic. And I thought that he had meant it to be poetic. How many stars charge in a star? So you have the star in the sky, and he was asking how many, what is the charge for the stars, or the cumulative integral of the stars, and he said that there is as much charge in the star as V equal IR. So we have charge. That was a little poetic thing. I could remember Lieutenant Colonel Macaulay asked me back there in 1985. Charge in star, and I looked at him for the answer had seemed far-fetched at the time, and it was very simple, that charge in a star as V equals IR. That's the rhyme, star and R. But as we know, you could also put Q equals IT, where Q equals charge, and we could rearrange these. I equals V upon R, and so on. We're using Coulomb here, and I is current and T is time. But this was the little poetic rhyme that Lieutenant Colonel Macaulay said during the time of my separation from the army back into the civilian world. From thence, about a couple of weeks thereafter, I was at the Board of Education, no, the Board of Education, New York. That's 2811 Queens Plaza North, Long Island City, New York. And there, after 3 years of the school building security, SDS, school buildings security, I then take my first PE in training, the PE in training, called probably PE, Professional Engineering in Training, PET. Or you could call it Professional Engineering Preparation. And the qualification for taking this PE exam was that you had was to have at least 3 years of engineering experience to take the PET, and then nearly 4 to 5 years to take the actual license. So this was preparation for the PE license. So we're going to start you now with my first PET. I call it PET1. And I return a score in PET1 of with the atomic number. This is where I sort of give it a chemical engineering spin of samarium. That was the result. Samarium, atomic number 62. So 62 was the number assigned here for my that. Now the atomic weight of samarium here was we have 150.363. Atomic weight 150.363. And that is other time 150.366. Now I put it as that because they needed a higher score, but I give it the chemical engineering skill, samarium. Samarium has an atomic number 62. That's right here, number 62 was the score. And this samarium now has about 7 naturally occurring isotopes. Samarium has 7 natural occurring isotopes. And we may write them down now with your half-life. And 3 of these samarium are radioactive with a long half-life of the 7. Now, they said they're the natural occurring stable isotopes, but I believe there are much more, isotopes than this. But we are going to concentrate on these 7 first. So we have SM, samarium, (150). Where should I put it? I just put it here, 150 in the bracket. We're talking about the atomic weights of the isotopes. Then we have samarium 149. We have samarium 144. Samarium 147, not in order, but we'll assign the relative percentage abundance in nature. And we have a samarium 148. 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 2 more. Samarium 150, 149, 147, 148. We have a samarium 144. We got it there already. And a samarium 154. That makes it 6. So we must have 1 more. 150, 2, 4, 6. 149, 150, 147, 148. Yeah, 147, 148, 150, 144, 149, 150, 147, 148, 154. And we have 152. Samarium 152. So these are the isotopes, and let us assign their relative abundance now. 144, we have 3.1%. 44. 3.1% abundance in nature. 147, we have 15%. 15% abundance in nature. And 148, we have 11.2% in nature. 11.2% in nature. 154, 149, we have 13.8%. 13.8% abundance in nature. 152, we have 26.8%. 26.8% abundance in nature. And 150, we have 7.4%. 7.4% in nature. So there we have it for the first exam, and this professional engineering was relatively, I would say relatively difficult, yeah, with some multiple choice and some calculation, probably with long calculation, and probably some true and false. It was about 3 different types of question posed there, some long calculation, some multiple choice, and so on. So this was the first one, and this is it. And like I said, I'm going to give it a chemical engineering spin so as not to lose the value, because they said that the value was a bit too low there, 62. So I went and I took it the second time. But 62 I assigned samarium with, I said, with about 7 naturally occurring isotopes, stable isotopes. And you could see them deal with their relative abundance in nature. And here we could put that actually these are 7 naturally occurring ones, but they are actually about 21 different mixture of isotopes of samarium. So we have about 21 isotopes. Sn, which is equal to samarium 62, and with various atomic weight, but the one with the average weight of the isotope would be, let's see, samarium 62 and 150.366. So we're going to take a little break from here, and we'll return and take off back with our professional engineering at the Board of Education. So there we have focused look at the engineering. We have the BEEE in 1983, 16th of June. And then from there, 1985, there were some in-between engineering jobs done and some interviews. And one in particular was with, the Bez Lab interview was a little bit later on. So there were some little in-between engineering jobs that didn't last for long. And so I decided was to enter into the Army to receive my citizenship that would cause me to be more exposed to better engineering jobs, aligning with my degree and qualification. So there we have, let me see some of this here. Samarium and the PE score of 62 with the atomic number of samarium is 62. So I just align 62 with the element samarium. And you're going to see me aligning the other engineering, professional engineering license score with another element to give it a chemical engineering spin. And those are the 7 naturally occurring isotopes of samarium.